heartbreak. Every man goes through failure. Every man goes through disappointment. Every man goes through betrayal. No matter if you start off rich, no matter if you start off poor. Alright, G? Every single man, at the beginning, especially in his life, comes from chaos or goes through chaos. Chaos can be in the form of rock bottom. Maybe you started off poor. Your family didn't have much. Chaos can be maybe you grew up with privilege, but your family wasn't closely connected. Your family didn't know how to show love. You didn't understand intimacy, all right? So maybe at this point you lack some emotional, what we like to call emotional intelligence or stability or whatever, G, all right? You lack that softness and warmth in your heart because you never learned it. But every man has a degree of chaos. Whether that chaos turns into bad habits, all right, G? Bad habits. I'm going to explain some bad habits in a second. Or whether that chaos ends up with that man having no clarity, meaning no vision, meaning no purpose, meaning no mission, meaning he's just drifting through life, all right? Like a leaf, like Forrest Gump. Everywhere life takes him, that's where he goes. He doesn't command life. He doesn't happen to life. Life happens to him. All right, fellas? So whether you do have passion, but it's wrapped up in bad habits, or whether you don't have passion, so you're like a ghost, you're dull inside, all right? Ice cold. It's chaos, all right? Obviously, it's not somewhere where you want to be. So if you're in any of these areas, this video is for you, all right? I'm going to show you how to break the cycle. Because remember, I said on my last video, I'm going to put it in the description, if you don't understand time is not linear, all right? You don't move from point A to point B. You will realize in your life, there's cycles, all right? There's patterns, there's trends, things that happen over and over, relationships that keep repeating, habits that you can't break from, all right? This gloomy, dark world that every time you feel like you get out of, you end up being right back in with no vision, clarity, or purpose because you don't understand that life is cycles, all right, fellas? But today, we're going to break the cycle, all right, G? Let's get right into it. So today, like I said, I'm going to show you why the old you must die so the new you can arrive. You can't stack the new you, meaning new habits, on top of an old mindset or old dead soul. All right, G? So let's break free today. Now, let's talk about bad habits. I don't really want to get into it, guys. You can check out my other videos for that. But you know your vice. There's many bad habits I can name, and some of you guys I may leave out because I can't name them all. I can't name every single addiction, vice, bad habit. I can't name them all today. But you know what it is. All right, G? And some of you guys, like I said, you lack clarity. But let me show you what happens. All right, fellas? And I'm going to lead you down this rabbit hole. So by the end of it, you're going to know what next step to make, because I say this all of the time. Some of you guys are literally 2 yards away, all right, fellas, from the man who you know you are. You don't need to do much. Sometimes all some of you guys need to do is look in the mirror and remember who you are. Some of you guys are about 86 yards away, all right? You got a lot of fucking work to do before you even get some clarity about how this world works. But for the guys who are only 2 yards away, gee, give yourself some credit, like I said. All right, now, at some point in a man's life, what happens? What does he do? At some point, he ends up gaining clarity, or he ends up correcting these bad habits. This is the moment that most men, not every man, fellas, but most men end up gaining clarity. Through what and how? Through books, through podcasts, through networking, through self-development, through courses, through going to damn church. Whatever the case is, fellas, at some point, some man gets this clarity. Some of you guys are going to get this clarity through this video today. All right, fellas, but I'm going to show you the point. I was going to name this video why most men fail in life and they don't even know why, but I didn't want to be negative, G. All right, I wanted to give you some light because I want to tell you the truth. The old you has to die in order for the new you to appear. It won't happen. You can't live double lives. You can't serve two masters. It don't work like that. All right, fellas? It's either or when it comes to shit like this. And with this clarity, what do you get? Your bad habits start turning into good habits. All right, fellas, this lack of clarity start turning into focus and purpose. All right, now at this point, because you have good habits, you're getting up early, you're talking to yourself positively, you're treating people well, you're not lying, you're not sneaking behind people's back, you're not doing treacherous shit, you're locked in on yourself, you're not chasing women because you got a purpose, because you ain't got time to chase women because there's so many minutes and hours in a day. What happens because of this? Now, you start to get results. All right, fellas, and because you were living in this chaos so long, these results start to feel like luck. All right, G, but it's really not luck. I'm gonna be honest with you. All it is because you got good habits, you gain clarity, focus, and purpose. It feels like luck, but all it is really is alignment. All right, fellas, when you just start doing the right thing. I tell my son this all of the damn time, because you know when you were a kid, and you do some dumb shit, and then your mama catch you, or your dad catch you, or whoever watching you catch you, and now you upset because you got caught. Gee, I tell my son in those situations, I look him in his face, I'm like, gee, don't be mad at me. I'm the enforcer. I'm just doing my job. If I let you fuck up, I'm a bad parent. So I'm just doing my job so God look down on me and smile. But don't get mad at me, G. Just do the right thing. If you do the right thing, you just gonna feel like you getting lucky, but you really not getting lucky. You just align with how shit's supposed to be. All right, fellas, just do the right thing. You ain't gotta be perfect. And when I say do the right thing, I don't mean being a nice guy. I don't mean walking around like you some noble citizen. What I mean is do the right thing for you. So it just so happens that when you make better decisions for you, you make better decisions for other people. Everybody around you ends up feeding off your decisions. So like I said, when you get up early in the morning and you take care of your mind before you scroll your phone, first you take care of your emotions. So everybody you interact with throughout the day, they get the best side of you versus that side of you where you wake up on the wrong side of the bed, you done checked your phone, got indoctrinated with all the filthy, stupid fuck shit of the world, and now you're trying to go out attempting to be pleasant. It's not gonna happen. Your mind's already been corrupted. All right, fellas, it's been fucked already. But good habits, fellas. All right, focus, purpose, and vision. You get results. Those results feel like luck, but it's really alignment. Now, let me show you the problem. And this is not even a problem yet. But remember I said, we all as men pretty much live the same semi-similar life. All right, fellas, not exactly, because some men actually stay over here. All right, guys, but let me tell you what most men go through, and I've been through this before. You get to this stage of limbo. And what is limbo? Limbo is the lonely stage. Limbo is the stage where these results and this luck, you almost get used to it because you're aligned and these habits are no longer